What's going on, guys? This is the Ex3 Podcast. It's early in the goddamn fucking morning.
Absolutely, but we here.
This
We're still
motherfucker.
alive. I don't know how am I still fucking alive. Hello, everybody.
This motherfucker got me up early in the morning. We used to do this at night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got me up way too early.
Well, you
No.
said 9. We could have. You said 9.
It's all white people.
I mean, I have to do other things.
Exactly.
Not me.
And mind, this was all his idea. He's like, oh, these are the people that I want on my podcast. So I had to pull the receipts from a year ago. Like,
Right.
oh, okay, sir, gotcha. And now look, we motherfucking here at 9 o'clock in the morning.
That was some fuck shit. I was like,
You said it.
Did you? I understand. I did say it, but did you like go down the timeline to find this? Or?
You know the memories thing? I always look at my memories just to see the growth and, see, all the different things that I've done throughout my life. And then I was like, oh, okay, I see bet. I'm going to be in town. So what's good? What's good? What's good? No, but I'm thankful to be here. You're doing your thing. Like you said, you have a lot of people from the scene coming through. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I feel as if I'm kind of like a staple down here. You
Okay.
know? So
Okay.
it's only right to come through.
Facts. How's Atlanta treating you?
Atlanta's treating me really good right now. Mother Nature, she's a bitter bitch. She's cold. She's cold. For real, she's cold. She's wet. Now there's pollen, so I woke up to like a bunch of like yellow shit on my car. So I'm like, bruh, like she's tripping. But I heard the summer's really good, so I can't wait to go up there and really, go to a couple parties, network, and do my thing up there.
That's
The
dope. That's dope.
poetry scene is pretty cool. They're very welcoming, but like when I step in there, they're like, whoa, wait, where the fuck did this guy come from? Where the fuck did this guy come from? So it's a learning process, definitely starting from like the ground up there, trying to build what I've built here in the Sunshine State, home Florida.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's cool.
Okay. You guys seen my motherfucking drink left?
Your drink?
Yeah, my coffee.
No, I didn't know you had coffee. Is this it? Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Surprise,
Look. Oh, I was to say, well, what kind of the fuck?
Nah, not that type of drink. No,
I was like, you don't want to smoke,
no,
but shit,
no,
you want to
no,
drink.
Right?
No.
Shit.
That's a litter podcast. My bad. But no. I was like, damn, Mike just moving. Like you stay moving. What
Yeah.
happened to the job at Sarasota? Y'all
The-
parted ways on a good term?
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
it was
okay.
completely my decision. I saw myself growing to a good full capacity, but just the morals of that company wasn't really in the right direction. It started out community and then it went corporate. So I was like, I don't really want to sell my soul nor lease it. So I'm gonna go ahead, do what I gotta do, and invest.
Not
fully.
even for a price.
What?
Not even for a price.
No, not at all. Absolutely the fuck not. I felt like I was
$1.5 billion.
Yeah, I can't do it because I felt like I was working for the Trump administration. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take everything that y'all have given me and put it into my art, put it into everything, to my talent, into my godly gift, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I was like, all right, y'all, here's my month notice, but just know in 2 weeks you're gonna get that 2-week notice, and I'm out this motherfucker. And they were like, no, what can we do? Nothing. Nothing. But I truly, truly do appreciate them for everything they did teach me, and the places that they took me, because I used to travel a lot with them, and that's how I got my name. So I can't totally negate the fact of what they did to the foundation to adding to my foundation. But like, yeah, I can't be around no shit that I don't agree with morally. Like, I can't fuck with it.
Okay.
Healthcare is a bitch. Healthcare is very
Facts.
political. Healthcare is very political. Yes.
Facts.
Vote 2020, y'all.
Oh man, I can't, bruh. If they can go ahead and legalize this goddamn beat, this weed,
What about it?
come on, legalize this shit.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
It's really
Come
close.
on,
I
man.
can feel it.
Yeah, but Florida's always like at least 10 years behind everybody else, so who knows? But hopefully, we get our shit together, because thankfully we did get that big win where felons can get their voting rights restored. So
Yeah.
that was actually a very, very huge win for Florida,
Facts.
even though Gollum didn't take the chair, but white supremacy at its finest.
I'm getting surprised by Dos Santos though.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
He's moving a lot of shit though. He's doing it in the right way.
Okay.
I can't really get on the bandwagon.
Okay,
Yet, but
okay.
he's doing a lot.
Well, I'm going to have to look at my research, because once I found that out, I was like, well, fuck that shit. Florida's home, but man, fuck him.
Facts.
For real.
Did they pass in Georgia?
Hell no. Hell no.
I could have sworn I saw something.
I think medically.
I thought so. Maybe medically.
Like medically, but not no leisure, not no recreational. I know probably medically maybe, but as far as recreational,
Bro,
hell the fuck
Facebook
no.
be fucking me up though.
It's Facebook. Can't trust these hosts.
Yeah, with
you
these
really
trolls.
can't. Yeah, for real. A lot of
'Cause I was
Facebook.
over there like, oh shit, man, they
And it's just down the road too. You can just drive there.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's it.
no.
Yo, let's go and smoke.
I think only medically, like, but who the fuck knows? Because Georgia, even though it's known for like Atlanta, Georgia's still a red state, and it's still in the deep south, so we got to keep that in mind. But yeah, Georgia, Atlanta's been treating me nice, but it's definitely some corners I wouldn't bend. Because on the way down here, I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Atlanta's in the same state as this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy.
I saw a little a post on Facebook about and I've been saying this for the longest, but a lot of Floridians have been like jumping on my bandwagon, like talking about. I say Florida's not the South.
Why the fuck not?
I mean, it's in the South, but it ain't the South.
What is it?
Like, it's basically like a vacation spot. It's a term that I think most people from Miami be like, the only difference between Florida is that it's connected to the United States. It's almost kind of like a Caribbean spot that is connected to the. It is. If you think about it, it is because like.
No, Florida.
Like the South is
Florida
Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi.
Yeah.
When you think of the South, you thinking there's gonna be some rebel flags just flying.
There are.
I mean, they're here.
Yeah.
But it's like
Florida
sprinkled.
be country as fuck. Like, of course, we got the Tampa, the Orlando, the
Come
Miami.
on, man.
But motherfuckers, those are vacation spot. You're absolutely right. But for this to be like an exotic destination for bitches come here to retire.
But it's more of a melting
much.
pot. I've ran into more New Yorkers than anything.
No, you're absolutely right. Florida is very diverse because you got everybody from the Caribbeans. You got
Right.
motherfuckers from across the globe. Like you said, New Yorkers. It's just
Right.
like, and they always let you know they're from New York. It's like, damn, bitch, okay,
Exactly.
cool. That's what's up. But we're in
AB.
Florida now. Yeah, cool. I appreciate that. I can't wait to visit New York. As far north as I do go, I haven't been to New York just yet. But damn, as many times I've met people down here
Right.
from New York, shit, I might
Yeah,
as well
I'd be
visit where the
thinking
fuck
you
y'all
are,
from.
yeah,
Right?
right.
Shit. For real. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Bet that up.
But like when you leave from here and then you get to Georgia,
It's
hey, I
the,
don't like your kind around here. Be like,
You hop,
yeah.
you
We in the
hop,
South.
you
Yeah.
hop, you hop a pretty
Yeah, no,
mouth,
okay,
big
yeah.
boy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can
mean,
agree to that.
you still in the South, but it ain't the dirty South. It ain't
Yeah.
like you ain't got white people fucking coming at your neck kind of type.
Depending
thing.
on where you at, because that shit just happened in St. Petersburg, where that fucking white gay man snatched that girl across the counter for a fucking straw.
Oh
And she beat his ass. So
Yeah.
clearly, these motherfucking white folks is still tripping. Like, absolutely. Oh, and that's in St. Pete. And you know St. Pete is like right there by Tampa. So,
Right.
like, yeah, shout out to her. She beat his ass, but don't put your hands on nobody.
Man,
Cracker. Shit.
he didn't get the memo. She had a certified in the hands.
She had,
Nope.
that's what his ass got, though. You don't put your hands on nobody. Shit. And
Fuck
and
wrong
I
with
can kind of like look at it to the point where it's like, why didn't anybody help? But Whoopi Goldberg on The View made a really good point talking about, well, honestly, she ain't needed no help. It's like, true, she handled that, but fuck that. You ain't just going, nah, you can't do that.
Facts.
Nah, fuck that. Absolutely not. I don't
Now-
care how gay you is, you ain't finna put your hands on no woman. Absolutely not. Well, you shouldn't put your hands on anybody.
Yeah.
But sir, absolutely the fuck not. You're
Now I have to
crazy.
put this in perspective. Now I gotta ask you a question: Is this a win for you, or is this not a win for you? To Jussie Smollett getting off?
Oh yeah, it's a win because victims always should be believed. Victims of hate crimes, victims of sexual
Do
assault.
you believe that he did it?
He did what?
Like he basically made up this whole fictitious lie. Do you believe that?
No.
Or do you not?
I do not believe that at all. Why would he do that? What would be his gain
I
for
don't
that?
know. The story got a lot of holes in it, Mike.
It does. It does. It honestly does. Like, I can honestly say that, but fuck that. We gotta look at where it stands. We gotta look at where it stands. Because when it came out, it's like, oh my gosh. But then when it was like these two African brothers and then the MAGA hats, it was like, wait, what? But then once everything was laid down and for it to be like charges dropped and everything sealed, it's like, okay, so clearly somebody fucked up every angle you could have looked at this, from the cracker's point of view to Jussie Smollett's to even them two African brothers actually like giving their side of the story.
Okay.
So it's like everybody's fucked up in this situation because they're saying they got paid. They're saying he got paid. He's like, well, what the fuck? I got the screenshots from these bitches. So it's like, oh, okay. But hey, justice was finally served.
Well, is it really? Because on on the TV production side of this thing, I don't think Jussie's gonna have a job too much longer. because
Yeah,
his
'cause-
brother, the chief of police, his brother is Ari Emanuel. That represents WME.
Oh, okay.
And that's a lot of TV.
Well, I didn't know that.
He take up a lot of TV, so you pissed off his brother.
Well, yeah, I mean, that could be a fallout from the situation, and I don't want to agree with that because that's like some fucked up shit. Like, why would you cut this boy off when clearly in a court of law, his innocence was proven?
Well, he took a deal.
No, he ain't take no deal.
He
What
took
he
a
take?
deal.
A plea deal?
He took a plea deal.
And all charges got dropped?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me
You know what I'm
personally,
saying?
I would have liked him to go through the system because he wasn't gonna get any jail time anyway.
Why you say that? Had it come to fruition that he actually like did that and planned everything and paid these motherfuckers and staged all this, oh yeah, absolutely, he needed to.
I
go
mean,
to
on the
jail.
federal level, he's still facing federal charges right now.
He's still facing federal charges.
Yes.
Oh, okay, well,
but on the
the Chicago PD.
Yeah.
Well, that's only because Trump feels so now he gives a fuck about Chicago because a black gay man was attacked. Exactly. Like, oh, now you give a fuck about Chicago because this black gay man was attacked by motherfuckers in MAGA hats.
Nigga, run the country.
That's what threw
and
me
worry
up.
about your
He
own
can't do
business.
that. He can't even run his household. But that's what fucked me up more so was when the MAGA hats were through in there. Because
Right.
you can have people from your same community that call you a faggot or hate you and stuff like that. But once it came out that it was black folks with MAGA hats on, like African folks with like from Africa, like
Right.
with MAGA hats on, it was like, wait, really? Like that would be the disguise. That's why it was like, nah, Jesse, this better be true because I'm rooting for you so when I first heard the story, even when everything was coming out, I was like, okay, y'all, like, bitch, I'm rooting for you, but
Same.
like, bro,
Same.
MAGA hats, like if these motherfuckers had on MAGA hats, like, okay,
I
like,
was
that
furious.
Was the disguise. Like that was the disguise.
Yeah.
Like that was.
He
Yep.
said everything that made me hot. I was like, bruh, yo, fuck them niggas over there on the other side. And then when all of the story just started breaking from I was like,
Yeah, don't get me
come
wrong.
on, Jesse.
Don't get me wrong. It was kind of steetering, but then when everything just came out, and it's like now you don't hear anything besides Trump opening. Want the feds to look more into it. It's like, really, like how serious can we take that?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like
Trump,
I understand
really?
you may have wasted a few tax dollars, but we're gonna waste even more to try to prosecute him over this stupid ass fucking lie. Like,
Right.
let's just say if he did lie,
Yeah,
it's still stupid.
right. Exactly.
Nobody's harmed. Nobody's dead. Nothing.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. True enough, Jesse's going to have his own traumas, and he was harmed, clearly, because that did happen. But now I want to see, because it did happen, is it just everything's good and they get to walk away, or is this hate crime going to be prosecuted? That's where I'm standing. Okay, so now that Jesse's innocent for not lying, what's going to happen because he did not lie to these folks that attacked him?
Well, with so many holes in the story, he is judged on. He is prosecuted on the public court, public opinion.
Okay.
Look, once you go through that court,
And what the fuck?
that's a hard court to get past. You can get past the federal. You can get past the local.
Uh-huh.
But when we judge,
I mean,
and
yeah.
be like,
Again, but now I want to know what's going to happen to the motherfuckers legally, socially, like what's going to happen to the motherfuckers that did this to him. Because clearly he didn't lie. That was showed. All charges have been dropped against him. So now is there going to be an investigation on that side? Or you motherfuckers just wanted to make sure like, oh, well, you want to make sure you caught him in the lie. And then you didn't. So now I want to know, or is the case completely dropped? Did everybody set? Like, now where are we at? That's another big hole. Like, okay, bitch. And if nothing does happen, that just goes to support the fact that why hate crimes.
oh, something's gonna happen.
Okay, well, it needs to happen.
I mean, like probably jail time is probably not going to happen. I don't see nothing like this. Like we said, nobody's dead. Nobody got harmed. Nothing's going to happen. But on everybody else and on the public opinion court, something's going to happen. Ari Emanuel is going to get him. Like he's probably going to be able to be.
He could be blackballed, or people might not book him. But there's going to be somebody that's going to be like, nah, fuck that.
He will.
People have stood out publicly and like defended him, especially people within the LGBTQ plus community. Like, no, fuck that. We're going to make sure you work. We're going to make sure we look out for you. Like, we got you, brother. We got you. Like, you good.
Right.
So he's going to be good somewhere, even if Empire does decide to drop him or whatever. But since the charges have been dropped, Taraji is the only person from the cast of Empire that has really publicly like, yep, damn right. I knew it from the beginning. I was like, okay, cool. But when everything started getting a little too hot, the whole, I guess Fox actually released the whole statement. And it's like, oh, okay, well, now that he's innocent, Taraji's the only one that's like, yep, go motherfucking Jesse. Now it's like, okay, well, we shall see. Who knows? The blackball could be coming, but don't worry. We got you, Jesse. The gays got you.
But
the homos, the gays, we got you, Jesse. We got you.
Well, Fox don't have a say-so in this anymore.
Oh, okay. It's more so
Disney.
Okay.
Disney done bought their ass out.
Yeah. Those guys.
Shout out to the powerhouse, Disney. God damn.
Disney bought Fox. God damn.
What's
Except
next?
for the Fox Sports, they left that alone because Disney don't want to get in that game.
Well, I hope Disney gets rid of Fox News. Jeez.
Nah, they're not getting rid of that. They're not getting rid of that.
Let me stop. That'll actually put people out of business, and you can only learn, from people by knowing their perspective. So shout outs to everybody on the other side of the aisle, but a lot of you motherfuckers is crazy. Now, and the Republican Party is so fractured now, so it's like, painting with a broad stroke, that would go against everything I stand for, so I take that back. Y'all can report on the news, even though a lot of it's fake. But, there's some people at Fox you got to respect. And, a lot of people that I do respect now came from Fox and, still go back and forth with Fox. So, yeah, I can fuck with it here and there because, again, you got to hear the other side to know exactly where you want to stand on certain issues.
True.
Like, okay.
I mean, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm in the middle. Like there's some policies from the Republican side I do agree with.
Yeah.
And there's some from the Democratic side. So what is that? Liberal?
No.
Yeah.
No. Democrats aren't liberals.
No. I'm saying me. Where do I fit in?
Yeah.
I fit in the liberal side. Like I take some of each.
Yeah, I take a little bit from everybody. Yeah. I take a little bit from everybody.
Because there's some policies from the Democratic side that just be like, look, y'all a little too soft. Y'all might want to put some more aggression in that. You know what I'm saying? So what's your whole opinion now? I've been getting both sides of the spectrum with this whole Cardi B thing.
Oh.
And I've been in some battles because I'm like, yo, this is the same. I don't care whether you got robbed, whether you got raped, whether you got, I don't know, maybe somebody licked your face. It doesn't matter. You got drugged. And then what if somebody died off that drug?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of girls defending hard. And I do see their point. Rape is not the same as robbery. But the fact of the matter is you still drug somebody to manipulate somebody else's body or get something from them. Yeah.
Well, sexual assault in any form is wrong, and you need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, no matter who does it, because men can suffer sexual assault, trauma, and rape
exactly.
as well, so
we do not get no sympathy for that either. That's what pisses me off.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Men are definitely need to have a little bit more visibility in the Me Too movement because men do suffer sexual assault. One thing that I do want to say, as far as Cardi B working within a fragment of the sex industry, she was an exotic dancer. She used to, do what she had to do.
Right.
Drugging somebody, for me, when I heard Cardi B actually say, I used to drug men, the bitch got real bad broken English, and that's no shade. So I thought she said I used to drunk men, she used to get them drunk as fuck. Not that that's any better. So that's why I was like, oh, she just used to take motherfuckers home that was fucked up and get they bread.
That'll be a little better.
Hey, that's what you got to do. So that's how I interpreted it. When I first heard it, I used to get men drunk, and then hey, fuck that, because I know, shout out to everybody on the poll. Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing in the naked hustle. For real. Shout out to all my bitches that do their thing. That's what, shit. Okay, buy me a drink. They'll match, get a drink. They'll waste the drink. They'll get these, anybody who comes in there for their money. Oh, he was drunk as fuck and just giving us money. Wanted to take me home. Got some more money from him. So it's okay, if you're drunk on your own recognizance, bitch, that's your fault for blowing a bag.
Right.
Now, to manipulate somebody under a substance and then take advantage of them, that is wrong.
Yeah.
I do have to say that.
Yeah.
But also, on where I stand with Cardi B is like, if you're in that lifestyle, had that been Cardi B found fucking in a dumpster, oh, well, she's a stripper. Oh, you know, that's the type of lifestyle she lives. So when these men are in these clubs, they have to be just as aware of their surroundings as a woman does that's wearing something too revealing, because if you wear that, you're gonna get raped, because when people put on clothes, you know, this is the perfect shirt to get raped in, like that.
Right.
That's exactly what they say. It's nobody's fault for getting for a rape occurring except a rapist. So is Cardi B a rapist? I don't think so. I wouldn't. I don't think her and Bill Cosby are the same. I don't. I don't.
No.
But hey, again, I still think the bitch said she used to get him drunk.
Well, see, here's my thing. I start to question her success now. Like,
Okay.
you know, if you know, you could probably use some of that money to get yourself in the door. I mean, if I had enough money right now,
Yeah.
Ex3 would be on the map.
Yeah,
like,
no, absolutely.
No problem.
Yeah.
So, but how did you get that money? Was it hard work and determination? But now I'm second guessing, is it, you just drug people?
Child, first of all,
Getting yourself to the, I mean, yeah, she did some stripping.
Yeah, she did some stripping, and let's not forget, we knew Cardi B had fucked up teeth because she premiered on Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
I actually was put on to Cardi B. Somebody tagged me in one of her videos. I was like, who the fuck is this crazy ass bitch? Yelling and doing all this stuff. And then she landed on Love and Hip Hop, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So we've actually seen Cardi B getting these checks. And then the mixtapes came, for people who actually follow Cardi B. So Cardi B has been out here. Now, whatever she was doing before the cameras hit her, before social media, we don't know. We can only take her word for it. And she did say, hey, I used to strip. I used to have dudes have crushes on me and pay my rent for 6 months. And I also used to, get motherfuckers fucked up and take their money. So she's actually giving us like a faction of all of this, of her come up. So I think it's genuine. Now, when she got her deal and all that other stuff, I mean, as far as like, there's really no pen there, so I can't respect her pen. But as far as like her grind and where she came from, like, I gotta respect that. But as far as like, oh yeah, she's the best writer and the most lyrical, girl, that's a reach. Like, hold up now, nah, sis, you lit. Like, I fuck with you, but as far as that pen game, I don't know about all that. Like, when everyone's like, oh, I can't believe Cardi B was doing this at the fashion show with Nicki Minaj. Cardi B was whooping ass on fucking Love and Hip Hop, throwing shoes and shit. So she's been doing this, you guys. Don't act like y'all don't know this motherfucker. And then there's a video of her on YouTube, like, from years ago when she got her ass beat. So it was like, this girl's been documented doing all this bullshit.
Facts. I mean, you also got you just touched on Nicki Minaj. Like, she's been getting some major flack right now because every time she go to a show, they calling out Cardi B.
That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
But I think she brought that upon herself.
She did.
Because she kept bringing so much hate towards Cardi B.
Yeah, she did. It's just the roles are flipped. It was Nicki and Kim, and now it's Cardi and Nicki. Like, Nicki, you shouldn't have. You should have just respected it and where you was at. You did your thing for X amount of years. You were loved. You were respected. And then you were like, just like Kim, like, no. But it's like, no, fuck that. Y'all come in here and let's get this money together. So that's just what it is now. And I think, we got a lot of females that are doing their thing. I think what's really cool is, like, because everybody's independent now and social media is like the wave.
Right.
Like, you're not looking to get on these labels anymore. You're just looking to collaborate with motherfuckers who got a following, which should come with a genuine connection. But motherfucker, if you just out here working, okay, bitch, here's my feature price. Like, here's what I need to do. Oh, you want to book me for this? You want to book me for that?
Right.
Okay, cool. Let's you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Right.
And if a genuine connection comes from that, okay, then cool. But if it's just business, bet that up. So ain't nobody really trying to go to these A&Rs and stuff like that, unless you're really trying to go to this big label, if that's still your dream. But you ain't got to do that. Look at all these people that are making millions of dollars off of Instagram. All these millions of dollars off social media.
Well, reason why people sign those deals, because it's a lot easier just to let the machine run you instead of, you putting in the grind and you actually knowing your business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You actually being in complete charge.
Because then somebody takes some money out of your system, hey, I done work my ass up here. I know where the money is missing.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, let me let the machine run it. Yeah. And then you don't know what the machine is doing.
And then you're getting all this money, but it's got to run through 12 other bitches. Like, oh, well, here's your
Facts.
cut. My cut! This is my art. I don't get a cut of my art. I want the whole motherfucking thing. Like, no, you got me fucked up. Like, this is my art, my creativity, my passion.
We had to set up the camera. We had to put the
that.
lights up.
Fuck that.
I'll put them up myself.
You should have called Icy. You should have called bitch a studio $5,000. Let me hit up Turk. Let me hit up Woods. Let me hit up Bent String Studios. Armani Sound. Like, you crazy. That would be my thing. It's like I would want them to just give me the money and I could distribute it the way I want to, because if I eat, I gotta make sure I gotta fuck with bitches who have been doing this for, you know, quite some time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, fuck that. You know, cool. Of course I'm gonna go to a studio, like, but not just, I would go to a studio where people have like really made cool records, but I would still pour that into people who have been fucking with me, because it's like, oh, okay, I need a video, you need this, cool, here's $10,000, get the camera, and bitch, now you got the camera, so shoot my video for free.
There you go.
And then you get your money off everybody else.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, I want to go to this studio. Oh, okay. You still recording in your closet? Okay, cool. Not that that's any shade, because I've recorded in plenty of closets, and motherfuckers have been bopping to my shit since.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, well, we're gonna take you here. And now, since you got a lease here to rent the studio out, now you get motherfuckers to pay for that shit. That's how I would do that. Yes, so I just want somebody to give me some sort of deal, like, in that sense. Like, here's, like, $50,000. Bet.
Exactly. Now, I know I'm going kind of, like, backtracking a little bit. Did you see In Plain Sight?
No.
You ain't seen that?
In Plain Sight?
Yeah. You ain't seen that documentary?
No. Oh, wait. I started to watch it, but then I had to go somewhere. It was about that girl who was kidnapped twice, right? The white girl who was kidnapped twice, and then the kidnapper fucked the wife and the husband.
Yeah.
At the
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're making a part 2.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, wait,
what?
She got kidnapped more?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Are you serious? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, bro, like, they made another one, and it was like, oh. Bet.
Yeah, the
Wait,
other
so what
one
happened?
the other one finna get ready to go in production now, but it's like
they're working on it right now. When I first saw it, when he showed me about it, I was like, holy shit, bro, this shit is
so she got kidnapped 3 more times.
Bro.
I was like, you know what?
No,
you know
like,
what? We gonna have to just go ahead and cancel her.
Yeah, that shit was fucking, like I said, I started to watch it. I was really getting into it because I like documentaries and shit like that.
Yeah,
hearing
that's all I watch now.
Exactly, hearing people's stories, seeing what they've been through and stuff like that. But when I heard that, like, nah, ain't no way in the motherfucking world. Ain't no way in the motherfucking world that could have happened twice.
Right.
It shouldn't have happened the first time. Like, that's the fucked up part about it. It happened first. And then it's like, oh, you know, he was a good person. You know, he just wanted to spend a lot of time. Why the fuck are you letting this man be with your kid?
Because they're white.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, it does some, like, some white people shit. Like, I mean, yeah. And that made it no better. They were white.
Fucking white people, bro.
They were white.
And
it's like, that doesn't help me
something.
any when I be out here. Oh, shit, my bad. I'm
touching my dick. Big boy.
Oh my god! Is that a? Oh shit!
That's my dick.
Oh my god!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh my god!
You like the 2-inch of
I was like, what? Hold up.
Right, don't be touching my dick in the can, bro.
Y'all not finna. Y'all ain't finna meet.
That's like 2-inch of good fun right
matters.
there.
You got me fucked up. Now back to the white people, my people, the white folks, because I'm white. Yeah, white people, we got to do better, white folks, because that's my thing. Like, my mom never just used to let anybody around us. It was a lot of family members and stuff like that. And then when we moved to Florida, it was a lot of her, you know, friends and coworkers and stuff like that. But just any random person, like, even if she had trusted them, like, it took them a while just to leave us with somebody that wasn't a part of the family. So for just this motherfucker that just been in the neighborhood for so long that he's actually making the initiative to watch your kid, the fuck you want to watch my kid for? And what kind of conversation is that? Hey, you know, Icy, you know, I would love to watch your daughter whenever, you know, you would let me. Like, how do you offer your services to, you know what I'm saying?
That's weird as fuck.
Like, exactly.
It's like what you were saying earlier. Like, it organically has to happen. Like,
exactly.
I have to actually trust you with my belief system. Like, all right, you know, Mike been, you know, he been
around
cool.
20
like,
years.
You have to be around some years, but this only happened within a year or 2 year span.
Yeah.
That ain't long enough.
It's not.
And like I said, he made the initiative to want to watch their child, so that should have been a red flag number one. But since mom and dad were so attracted to him with their fucked up ways, they're like, sure. Anything that could get them closer to him, they were willing to sacrifice, even their daughter.
It was the church.
It was the church?
It was the church who did it.
It's because, I think you're a church goer, so I'm a church goer, so you got to be trusted. That's what made me question this whole church thing.
And it's a small world. And everybody knows each other at the fucking place, too. So it makes it
because
worse.
it was like, he has a wife, and, he has kids of his own.
I don't want to hear that bullshit. Do you know how many people have been caught doing child sex crimes and have kids of their own?
That's what I'm
have
saying.
wives and husbands.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up. I couldn't believe that. But as far as like, yeah,
I was watching
just
this
you go
at
to
like
church
12.
But just because you're,
I think it was like 2 hours long.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours.
I think it was 2 hours long.
Yeah, it was.
I couldn't sleep.
oh wow,
Like I was sleepy and I watched it and my eyes just kept getting bigger and bigger. I was
Cause
like,
shit gets real, bro.
I was like, hold on a second.
yeah, that's
Let me go get some more popcorn and some smokes real quick.
Hold
And maybe
the
a
fuck
bottle.
on.
Bro.
And it just kept getting better, like not better.
No, it was
But it got
suspenseful,
really,
so
really
it got
fucked up.
interesting. It got interesting. Yeah,
Oh, I was like,
It's starting to make sense.
son,
and shit.
I would never do that shit. What the fuck?
yeah, no, dog. I
How you
couldn't,
get kidnapped
yeah.
twice?
Right.
And then he told her like it was some like alien shit.
Yeah.
And she believed that
Some what?
motherfucker.
An alien.
So
She basically she was like trapped like in the
I have to
basement
rewatch
somewhere.
this. I have
Son,
to rewatch this.
bro,
I have to
like,
rewatch this.
They have her like.
Like I said, I know the
strapped down
plot
and
of
shit
everything, but clearly I'm missing the details because I remember something about the church, and then for them to be like, "Oh yeah, you know, he goes to church." Like just because you go to church doesn't mean
He
you're a good
took
person.
her, put her, bound her up. She woke up. Then he slipped her a Mickey again, and then she went back to sleep. And then when she
Bitch.
woke up, you remember the old school tape players from school?
Yeah.
You know, you could double record and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It was just a little flat one. And that was talking. He made sure he pushed play at a certain time when she woke up. And the tape recording said, was in like a alien voice. And it was like, you must have a baby by the guy in the next room. And he was in the next room tied up and bound up himself. He bound himself up. And made it simple. And when she woke him up, she was like, oh my God, the aliens took me. And she believed this whole fabricated story all the way through. I was like, no, don't believe it. And then she was like,
Now, bitch, see.
yeah, the alien said you had to have a baby by him.
That is some white people shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no shade. But that just goes to show, like, true enough, anybody can be a sick, nasty, disgusting pedophile child
Facts.
molester. But for the fact, like, that this goes on, like, in the Catholic Church, and the fact that this, you know, happens, you know, in these small town, predominantly white towns, and this just happens, like, that doesn't make any of us look good. True enough, it does happen in other communities. And when ours don't get publicized in the way of, like, a crime should, it gets publicized and, oh, look at what this poor little white girl went through. That's where, you know, not to get too deep in conscious, but that's where it's like, no, like, this is a sick motherfucker. Fuck all the, you know, dun dun dun. Fuck all the edits. Fuck all the black and whites in the news articles. No, like, this person is fucking sick.
Right.
Like, he needs not only to rot in jail for taking advantage, like, literally taking advantage of a child and tying them up and doing all this nasty shit, but he, like, had enough sense to be like, okay, I gotta make a plan. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I really want to watch that, and I hope that motherfucker's dead. And I don't mean to talk like that.
I mean,
but,
he's
like,
dead now.
good.
Yeah. It happened
Like,
so
that's
long ago.
that's so ugh. That's fucked up. That's so fucked up. I hate people that do that. I hate people that do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, the only upside to it is she's still alive.
Yeah.
That's the only upside to it.
Yeah, that is
But-
true.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm saying, like, when stuff like this happens, like, you know, while it was happening, like, in that present day, like, it was like, oh, you know, she's missing, get her back, do this, do that, and the third. But then it's like, no, we want to, like, really make sure that this guy goes to, like, hell. Make sure he goes to prison. Make sure, you know, no, he does need the help that he deserves, but make sure that, like, we really got to start asking motherfuckers, like, deep-rooted questions as far as, like, why are they really doing shit like this? Like, you know, when you bring him in for questioning and stuff like that, like, I would want to hear his reasoning for this.
There's
like,
a
his side of
plot
the
twist
story.
in there, but I won't tell you that piece. You have to watch it for yourself.
Okay,
but,
I will, because
yeah.
I want to, like, know what his confession, like, why did you do this? Like, why did you kidnap this girl? What was your fantasy? What did you do?
he
that?
never said anything.
No, exactly.
No.
That you really got to ask these questions. Whatever you do, but I want to know the reasoning behind it. Like when they do the Dateline, How to Catch a Predator. You know, they get them in there.
Shout out to Catch a Predator.
Yeah,
you know
right.
he's doing a new one. Like
Good.
He's doing the what is it called? Chris Hansen versus Predator or something.
Oh
or
wow,
Hansen
really?
versus
It's Predator. Oh
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Man, I'm addicted to them.
Exactly. So am I. I want to see shit like that go down because it's like, you deserve this public humiliation because, like, how dare you? And then when we go back and see these confession tapes, well, what was your reasoning? And they try to lie through it. It's like, no, like, you're caught, bro. Like, you're caught. So let's get to the reasoning of why this has happened, whether that's past trauma, whether that's some really ill, nasty sexual fantasies. That needs to be another deep-rooted thing. But, like, that shit is crazy. That shit is nasty. Like, that shit is really needs to be talked about and, like, looked into. Like, actually, these predators, like, what about that turns you on? Like, what chemical imbalance? Or does that actually turn you on? Does a 13-year-old boy, girl, young child turn you on?
To be completely honest with you, I think that's, like, hereditary.
Hereditary?
I know I'm going completely left field with this. But I think that's hereditary because you think about it from past, like, if we go far back, legal age was, like, 12. Most people died around 30.
Well, damn.
So, you know, some of those people may have some kind of like
sick mind.
Yeah, some
when
kind
they were
of
a child.
I wouldn't say sick.
Well, not really like sick.
Sick for our terms.
Yeah.
But during that time, like if we was back during like let's say the 1800s.
No, yeah.
You would be fine.
Yeah.
And then go across seas.
Yeah.
And you'll be fine because the legal age is 12.
Yeah. And that's true. And then look at, like, you know, people in certain religions and customs, even from back then, they would groom their children.
Not that I agree with that, guys.
No, not at all. No, it's more so like they groom their children up to be given away and married. So they pick
back
their husbands.
In Asia, they're the same way. They do that.
Oh, really?
Like in Asia or like in the Middle Eastern, especially in the Middle Eastern, they give away their children to a different family because they're poor. Her family is poor, and they're getting forced to marry older people. They're like in their 30s and shit, and she's like 12, maybe 15. And they're like trying to make money and stuff like that.
Wow.
Because we're going from a biblical sense of the matter. Once you hit puberty, you're basically
your body's ready to
ready
children.
to make
exactly
pretty much.
Yeah.
Like in the when we're watching Game of Thrones, like same thing. This girl is like 12, 15 years old, and she's forced to marry a different side of the family. No spoiler, but there's some people over there, especially up like in the 1800s, like medieval time, people been raped and forced to have sex with older men.
Wow.
Or being prostitution.
Just to make it better.
Yeah, to make it better in life.
Just to make it better. I would kill my sister. Oh, hey, we behind on rent, so I got to give the kids up. Bitch, you have 4, so you're gonna make some bags, but bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got me fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm lost for words because that is true. That's history.
And that's
history.
another
all
crazy
and all
shit too.
So that's why.
So the question of the matter is.
Damn.
And I'm kind of gonna tie this to today's time. Are we wrong to say something? And again, I don't agree because we live here in the United States.
Right.
But are we wrong for prosecuting people like R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Because it's
are we wrong? No, we're not wrong.
Because of United States standards.
Oh no.
Or because he's going by. Because I don't think none of these girls was under 12. They already hit puberty.
Yeah,
that's the question that we have to ask.
But
I know I'm hitting a soft spot for anybody that's at home.
Yeah, no.
I know I'm hitting a soft spot. But
these are conversations
but if we're going back to the past. The past is as soon as you hit puberty, you're ready to go.
But again, when you're doing that when you're doing certain things to get under the influence of somebody, whether it's drugs, whether it's money, whether it's, I'll give you a record deal, whether it's this, when you're enticing somebody to do something that they are consenting to get ahead, that is where it's, again, back on you.
But if you're of age, say you're past 18 and he...
No, he was fucking Aaliyah at 15.
No, I don't understand
like,
that. But I'm saying if you're past of age, it's legal now, right? Hey, I'm
so you're saying because of where we've come from.
This is a United States rule.
Right.
That's only a United States rule. Cross country, he would have been just fine and legal.
Well,
so that's the question I don't want to.
Fuck that. I don't give a fuck where it's at. I don't give a fuck where you at. Ain't no way in hell a 34-plus-year-old man should be.
And I agree with you.
Should be romanticizing over
that.
With
so
you, we ain't wrong for prosecuting him.
But if we're going by the Bible and we're going by other countries other than just ourselves,
and the history of where we come from, yeah, it is.
It's legal.
But no, I fuck that. I can't do it. True enough.
Are we compromised by what United States is putting us under? Because they're saying
no, because I
drink. You can't drink until you're 21, right?
Right.
But if we go back to the past, drinking had no age limit. It was
I think
only
you can be 19 in Mexico, right? Can you be 19 in
18.
Mexico?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
18.
yeah,
Okay,
18,
18 or 19. Okay,
and
yeah.
other countries is 18.
Uh-huh.
It's
Well,
only us that's doing the 21. So, are we fitting in this box of just the United States says this and we're saying that they're wrong, or are they actually legal? Like, I want your guys to think about
my whole
that.
thing is
Really
like my whole thing
about
is like the law and morals are two totally different things. So like my morals won't allow me to agree to a man pissing on a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, but are your morals aligned with the United States, though?
I guess they
Because
would.
they
I guess
made the
because
rule.
I guess because they do. But like it's illegal to smoke weed. But I'm high
do
right
it
now.
anyways.
Like I smoked on my way here. You know what I'm saying?
ain't
But see,
lying.
But
you're
they-
breaking a rule. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
You're breaking a rule.
Yeah.
And it's not legal.
Smoking weed and rape are not the same things. Period. Period. Let's make that very clear. Smoking weed and rape are not the same things.
It's
Okay.
not. But
Okay,
you're
true
breaking
enough.
a rule. Regardless of the matter,
Uh-huh.
the United States made a rule to say you can't smoke in
weed.
certain areas in the United States.
Right.
They just made that rule
Right,
now.
right.
You know, California done passed and Colorado done passed.
Yeah, a lot of other
But
places, yeah.
But go back a couple of years ago,
You couldn't.
you couldn't.
Yeah.
And then you go back to alcohol.
Uh-huh.
Go back even further, you couldn't drink alcohol. It was illegal.
Mm.
So just because that's what I want people
That was
to
no,
start
but
thinking.
that makes it more so we don't allow our situations to make us, but we do become products of our environment. Some people, you know, stick to their core Christian religious values and they follow that. They don't want to have sex before marriage. I know there's plenty of people that don't believe in, you know, marriage equality. There's people that have these customs and these upbringings
Right.
that they grow up with. So being that I was born in America and these have what I've grown up with, I'm able to make my own decisions like, okay, here's where I don't agree with these laws and this is why I do the policy work that I do.
Right.
And here's where I be like, man, fuck them crackers. You know what I'm saying? There's some things. But as far as like, oh, a 34-year-old and a 15-year-old are okay over there, we'll get to y'all, but we got to take care of home first, and that's why we need to make sure everybody is prosecuted under the law for sexual assault crimes, and we have to believe victims, because absolutely ain't no way in hell. True enough, way back then it would have been cool. If I was around then, who knows if I'd have this same mindset? Ain't no telling, but I know me, ain't no way in hell. Too many people trust me with their children. Too many motherfucking people trust me with their kids.
But
And
also, I
my
gotta
sister
put
got kids
this
of her
in
own.
perspective too, because you think about it. And again, people at home, I want you to really think about it. Take everything that the United States is talking about, all the media news, Fox News, CNN, take all of that away. Just a couple of years ago, you know what? Not even a couple of years ago. Just say a century ago, my grandma was dealing with racism, and it was illegal.
And what was illegal?
I'm saying, for me to be able to talk to you right now is illegal.
Yeah. Back then, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, are we going by our actual morals?
Yeah.
Or are we going by the actual United States morals?
No, our morals
I
is
think
what.
we're going by the United
No,
States
because we make change.
I'm not saying that it's okay to get with a 15-year-old. But we also got to think about it.
But we got to make those changes. Somebody clearly had the mindset that we do and was like, "Fuck that, that's sick." True enough, she can bear children, but like, she don't know what the fuck she doing. So people made change and
But
like
who qualified
rallied.
that she don't know what she doing?
Hopefully they ask old
I'm
girl.
playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, no,
here.
that's
Why-
fine.
who qualified
That's
that?
why you talk to.
We had
that's why
other
you,
grown people.
That's why you talk to victims. That's why you talk to whoever it's going through. Like, hey, girl, why? What about
yeah,
this
but
34-year-old?
they're ingrained in what the United States made.
True enough, they're ingrained, but still, that's where it goes. Like, fuck that, fuck the system. We gotta tear it down. That's why we lobby. That's why we protest. If need be, we riot. We shut down highways, and we do all this thing. Why we do that at the grassroots? There needs to be people within the senator's office. Like, when coming from somebody who like does policy,
True.
Trust me, it comes from passion and morals. So when people are like, no, that's fucked up, you find your tribe, and then you make sure, like, no, there's other people signing on to this. And then when you give a story behind that, this person's been through this person's been through that. Like, Roe versus Wade, like that whole abortion case, like, no, there were plenty of women that were like, fuck that. This is my body, my choice, and it shouldn't be whether it's medically needed after a sexual assault because I don't want this child, whether I can't take care of it or it was, I don't know who the daddy is, you know, they should have the rights over their bodies. So going back to the sexual assault thing, absolutely, you got me fucked up, Icy.
No. I'm not. No, I agree.
I know
with
you don't
because
agree with it.
My morals is ingrained with the United States.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely.
But I also can't. Like, I can't just slide off to the side and not think about where we came from. Because,
Absolutely not.
Because
Absolutely
we didn't
not.
live past 30 any goddamn way.
That is very true.
You know,
Yeah.
we're living longer, so
Yeah.
now we're making the rules. We changing the rules because now we can live longer?
Again, that came from people in the community that were like, fuck that. Who knows if R. Kelly was happening back in the 1800s and tribes and communities.
Oh,
and
it was
everything.
happening.
Exactly.
Guaranteed it was happening.
Exactly. Probably more regularly. As we're discussing now, it was probably more regularly. But as people were like, no, this is actually getting kind of fucked up, that's when everything started happening. And true enough, like...
But my question is that a mental illness? Because we're coming from that, like, I might be fucked up with this. I've smoked, and I've had vivid images of me being on the battlefield during like gentlemen's wartime. I don't know why.
Okay.
Am I like
good ass
Yeah, I was
bars?
gonna say,
Shit, give me some of
I
that
was gonna
shit.
say-
the
I was gonna say,
fuck?
so you smoked
Whoa.
what? That was
What
that
the
was
fuck you
follow-up.
smoking?
Yeah, like
God
okay, so
damn.
you had, okay.
But no, when
Were
you
those,
get
like,
into
shrooms?
deep,
Yeah.
I'm a deep.
No,
thinker.
you're right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm a
I
very big.
understand.
You know,
That's
I do
cool.
poetry, so I like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I can
So
go there,
I
yeah.
have had vivid dreams. I've had daydreams where I'm just like sitting, just smoking, and then like I'm thinking of war times during that time, and it makes me think of like reincarnation. It makes me think about maybe I taken something from my own history, and now I'm able to see those images. It's really weird to think that maybe there is and I'm stretching out as far as I could possibly go, but it's making me think that maybe we have lived already. You just can't remember it.
I believe in
I would say so.
reincarnation. I believe some people have been.
Maybe
here
I'm
before.
fucked up.
No, I believe in reincarnation.
Yeah, I understand, but
Yeah.
like how when I smoke, there's sometimes I would think I said, damn, I wonder what it would feel like if I get old right now, like really old, and I die. Would I be able to see over like up where the fuck I'm going? I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Like, would I be able to see who's at my funeral? Like,
Right.
like,
Yeah, I've had those
like
too.
if
I
you're
would love
dead,
that, yeah.
like, or if you're dead, can you still hear people at your funeral saying all these things or hateful things? Like,
It's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
feelings, like when we have nerves, it's because we're getting burned and stuff like that. But feelings and emotion, that comes from like a deeper rooted place. So like when we're sad, when we're mad, when we're happy, when we're like furious, when we're passionate about something, I believe like that's like the inner workings of the higher power that we call God, whatever you do call God, Buddha, Allah, Jah, Yahshua, any of those things. When you like actually have these like feelings and emotions, that's like God telling you, again, whoever that may be to you, hey,
Right.
whoever you pray to, that's fine. Whoever that is, you're having that connection, like, no, Mikey, like, you're really, like, sad right now because this is happening. And when people, like, compartmentalize that and, like, no, fuck it, I'm not going to go back to that. I'm not going to think about it. Fuck that. I'm just going to drink and smoke my pain away. When you don't deal with that, that's when, like, all these things, like, happen. So I honestly think I can agree with you as far as, like, are we really living to, like, live again, whether that's in heaven, whether that's to come back into reincarnation, whether that's come back and do better again, or, like, being that I'm in this situation right now, am I going to come back into the world as like I don't fucking know, like an Asian supermodel and have a different pathway? Am I gonna come back and be like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, the next president of the United States? I don't know. I just know that oh gosh, that's
yeah,
such
like,
a, that's
like,
I know I was
especially
mad,
like,
yeah.
especially
Yeah.
like yesterday when I was working, I was picking up food at some Asian place, and I was focusing way too hard on this wall. I don't have no fucking clue, but like, it felt like the wall to me was moving. Like, I felt like I was thinking really, really hard and out loud to myself. I said, "Yo, is this place real, or is this
what
this
the fuck
like,
are y'all smoking?
like?" It's like, is this a fourth dimension, or am I like?
I'm smoking the same stuff. Like I don't have this like.
But I
every
wasn't
day.
smoking though. That's the thing.
Oh.
I was sober.
Oh,
So I felt like, is this like, I wanted to go up to the wall and touch it and like knock on it if it was real. If I'm still stuck in the Matrix. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I do, yeah.
Like,
Because I know.
Because I feel like y'all are robots right now. I'm just.
Bitch.
Yeah, that's what, bro. I feel like, bro, like real shit. I feel like right now, I feel like we're getting tested and we just
Yeah.
don't notice it. Like there's people up there. It's like bigger than us and shit. Like we're like lab rats.
The Truman Show.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of that.
Yeah.
No.
I'm thinking of that. Like we can't go outside this certain.
Yeah,
box.
and then it's like they teleport you and cut you off from where you can't go.
Right.
That's what I feel
See,
like.
no,
It's-
no,
I know,
no.
I'm
See,
fucked
I
up.
don't
I'm
believe in
fucked
all
up.
that. I don't believe in all that. I do definitely believe in afterlife and things of that nature. Whether the afterlife is reincarnation or whether that's being called home into the pearly white gates of heaven, whether he's gonna read your name, whether that's a different place for you. Ain't no telling. But I honestly think, like, as far as like somebody watching us and systems and stuff like that, I believe like, no, like the system is real and true enough we may be monitored. But as far as like in 20 years, are we gonna have chips in us? Like, no, I don't fucking
Supposedly,
think so.
we're gonna
yes.
have
You
those.
know,
Bro,
you got me
I don't
there's-
think
fucked
maybe
up.
part
No.
of our lifestyle, but it might be our kids.
No.
Like,
you
Yeah,
got me
maybe in
fucked
the
up.
next generation or some
and
shit.
then they're
when we're
just
not
making
live.
it.
The millennial, no, because like I'm a millennial, so the generation after us is what, Z or Generation X or whatever. Them motherfuckers, they're too rambunctious. They ain't gonna sit down for
But
that
see,
bullshit.
I think they will.
No, they're too
because you're already
rambunctious.
doing it right now.
No, who?
On your
What?
phone.
We're carrying it. We're
You're
Well,
carrying
carrying
it
yeah.
right now.
I mean, yeah, we have our locations on and stuff like that.
And
but
then they're just slowly putting it in. You got the Apple Watch now, boom. And then next thing,
oh Lord,
Yeah,
what the fuck
see?
did I walk into?
Son, that's
See?
what I'm saying.
See?
We're going.
We're going
that
through it, and you
direction.
just don't notice it.
Well,
How many
Like, the
times you left the
system
house
is-
and you be like, "Damn, I left my phone. I gotta go back."
I don't.
Yeah.
Damn. Sure. Oh,
I
you
can't.
don't?
I can't leave my phone. I
Yeah,
can't.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucked up.
because
So
we need
we're
it with
already
us.
carrying our ID.
But that's
right
what,
now.
again, why we gotta sometimes, we gotta stick, because like people be like, oh, you actually read like books, like you like open a book and flip it and
Right,
highlight.
right.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
because I can't do like even when I write, like I have to have a pen and like a notebook. I can't sit here and type everything on my
On the
phone. You
Yeah,
got me
it's
fucked
just-
up.
It's too
But see,
much.
That's the actual like.
But see, that's a rare
It's
thing.
not the
for
same
you.
because you're actually writing down your emotions and what
Yeah.
you're going through.
That's
you
a
have
rare
to.
thing
That's
for
why
you,
it's
though.
so important. That's so important when people want things to like grow and manifest and things happen. That's why vision
you have
boards
to.
and
Yeah,
cutting
vision
things
boards
off.
are like the
And
shit.
you gotta like actually like I am going to have a good day today.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
going
but
to
that,
I will be
that
rich.
style
I
is
will be
going
happy.
away. Like
They're,
that's
they don't even
No,
teach
no.
kids cursive
no.
No.
But
anymore.
But here's
I don't
that's
know.
yeah.
That's fucked up. That went away.
But
They
see,
really?
here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Oh shit!
But
I
see,
remember
here's the
writing
thing.
cursive when I
There's
was
a very
young.
few small amount of people that do vision boards now.
Yeah.
There's more people like myself. I don't need writing. None of this is.
Nothing.
There's no
Nothing,
notes
yeah.
here. I'm talking
Ain't
to
no
you
pen in
as
here,
a
yeah.
person.
There's no pen
Yeah.
in here.
This
Yeah.
is coming from the actual heart.
Yeah. Oh well, that's a conversation and exchange
But
of dialogue.
I can
yeah.
have that conversation with anybody. I don't have to know you to have the conversation. From
Yeah,
the
no,
heart,
not at
'cause
all.
I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
have ideas as what's going on, but I already stored this information from last night.
Yeah.
All I have to do is sleep on it, and I have this
Right.
information to be able to talk to you.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel
So
you.
a lot of more kids are now retaining a lot more information. Now, granted, the normal shit that we normally know, that shit going.
What?
I asked my son, how you spell eat. Yo, I ain't used eat on a paper in so goddamn long. Usually, if I don't know what the word is, hit Siri, eat. All right, cool. Boom, 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 and hit the rest of it.
Right.
Like if I don't know the word, we hitting that mic button. We hitting it.
Right.
I ain't got time to sit
And
here
so-
and try to figure out how to spell this.
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no, like I'll do that on my phone sometimes. Like, hey, how do you spell this? And then I'll actually like go to dictionary.com and make sure I'm using the right
Oh, you
text.
going
yeah.
too far.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a
you-
writer.
you go
I'm a
way
writer.
deeper
I
than
have
that.
to.
Going too far.
I
Yeah.
have to. Or like what I like what was the word? Like what was a word? I heard sabbatical the other day. So I was like, what the fuck is a sabbatical? That's basically like paid. That's basically like leave to travel for work or study.
So you know the meaning. I do that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
not to spell the word. I just want to know the meaning.
No,
of it.
no. I want to know that if I like, but no, if it's a new word or if it's like, how do you spell this? Like, am I spelling this
Oh,
right?
I
Then
ain't spelling
yeah.
shit.
Nope.
I ain't spelling nothing.
I'm one of those
Y'all ain't
Asian
shit.
guys that can't spell for shit or do math. Said,
It doesn't
fuck
work
that.
for the stereotype
Nope.
for you?
Nope.
Hell no.
Hell to the fucking
They
no.
got you fucked up. You can't spell for shit.
No, I can't
Oh,
spell for
God.
shit. Or no
Well,
these
my
big
handwriting
ass
sucks.
words.
Like I can spell. I
Well, I
can
can
Mine
write.
too. My English
handwriting
is
yeah.
terrible.
My
but
English
my
is
math, I got
bad.
you. My
No.
sciences, I got you.
No, I'm only good at writing. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm only good at writing, but as far as like math and science, like science is cool. I'm more so about data and statistics. That's for me. But as far as math, man, fuck that. Give me a calculator. Or
See-
here, you do this. Like,
But see,
here, you
I
do
think
it.
that's the one thing that we've been stigmatized with. Like when I went to school, like you had to know every fucking thing. And
When
some
was
people
even
are
last
good
time
with-
you
he's good
fucking
with
learn
poetry.
it?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Who fucking learns these shit?
Yeah, I
When was
haven't
the last
used a
time you even
parallelogram in
used
God
it?
knows how long.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I still know that word. I haven't used an obtuse triangle or any of that bullshit.
Yeah,
right?
Whisper plots, full method.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah,
what?
I use that.
Or about fucking history and shit.
Right,
What the
right.
fuck?
The
Oh, I
child that-
love history. I can't.
No,
I
yeah,
love
I like
history,
I
too.
like I like
Right
real
there.
history.
That's
I
my
like,
major.
I like real history.
All right, man. We gotta get some of our. Usually at the end of the videos, I mean, at the end of the podcast, we usually get like a few topics, and I've got them tailored towards you.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, shit. Prepare yourself,
I
motherfucker.
am. I can't stand it. Like, I see so awesome and respect. Ladies, if you want to know if your man's a punk, bring him around a gay person. If he ain't with, I ain't with that gay shit, I want to be around no faggots, he's one of us, sis. That's how it goes, for real. He's one of us. These are two heterosexual men chilling, having a good conversation. A bunch of men having good, nice, cool conversations.
But my thing about it is,
What?
you know, and
I just had to say
it
that
should-
because everybody's
that
so...
ain't got nothing to do with me. What you like,
I
ain't
know,
got nothing to
I
do
know,
with
but
what I like.
but some people are gonna be like, "Damn, I can't believe Icy had Mikey up there." Like, man, I done record for real. I done recorded with Woods, Turk, you know, Burn One Media did all my used to do all my videos. I've worked with a lot of motherfucking people here, so trust me, a lot of people are still in that mindset, like, oh, you know, I can't fuck with that, or I can't have you on my stage or any of that bullshit.
Money is green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gay.
Exactly.
They're just gay. They're my
All right,
community
some of
members.
it's not tailored to you, but we have
Conor
Conor McGregor is under investigation for sexual assault.
Oh my God.
And
Shit.
he just
I
claimed that
didn't
his
know that.
retirement
Of
just a
course he
couple of
did.
days.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course, I haven't seen this. Conor McGregor under
neither.
investigations for sexual assault. Oh well, believe survivors, but also make sure that due process happens because there are a lot of people in
But
jail
here's my
because
thing,
of
though, is
because of a
it's
lie.
hard to believe now because it's just happening so often. Like
Whoa,
everybody,
whoa!
I know, I'm kinda going left field.
No, because it's happening. So bitches, not bitches, people, men, women, children have been getting raped. Often.
No, yes,
very
true.
often.
Very
It's just
true.
underreported because nobody believes survivors. That's why I said believe survivors with due process. If somebody says they get raped, do a rape kit, make it happen, make them comfortable, abide by what they need
but
to
it's
do.
hard to say a rape kit after the years that went by.
I know,
though.
true, but once we start believing survivors, because again, Emmett Till is dead because of a lie.
This man had to go the black route.
No, I'm saying many people have.
God damn it.
I'm saying many
God
people have been
damn it,
put in
Mike.
jail and prisons and actually have died because of a lie. So that's why I said believe survivors. If somebody says they get raped, you have to believe them. But then you need to do due process to make sure that this actually happened. Not saying that you don't believe them. Take them in. Trauma-informed care is important. Making sure all this, stuff adds up. It's like, no. Okay, this person needs to be prosecuted because
Make sure
this
you
actually
look
happened.
into it. Okay.
Yeah, look
All
in,
right.
yeah, look. No,
I can agree
again,
with
look
that.
into it. Like, look into it, but make sure, like, treat them as if they got raped. Treat
Okay.
them absolutely.
Okay.
So this motherfucker, believe survivors and interview. How long ago was this? Was this new? Was this sexual assault, or is this just breaking news?
This is just breaking news of the situation.
Oh, of the situation.
But-
that was a few days ago. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Of the situation.
Okay.
But we don't know when the rape actually happened.
Okay. Well,
And
then,
then
we gotta make.
he's been putting on trial now, but this has nothing to do with the United States. So here's a problem there, because he's been in Ireland for the longest.
Oh, so this happened in Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how they deal with sex crimes or sexual assault, but they definitely, hopefully, what the fuck?
Right?
That's a whole different
Makes you
ballgame.
think,
But
right?
still, it should be like, no, definitely make sure
That's why I brought
know.
that comment towards you, because in
Uh-huh.
other countries they handle shit a little differently.
Well, I
So
want to know.
Does it? I mean,
I would
they're
hope-
breaking news here in the United States because we disagree with it. But
Uh-huh.
what do they do in Ireland?
I'm gonna have to look. I want to actually. I want to follow that.
Yeah.
Google
Like, I really
knows.
want to follow that and see how that works and see how their system works, because I just gave you everything that needed to happen over here.
yeah, that's
But
what I'm
motherfucker,
saying.
I don't know how y'all get down in Ireland. What am I finna watch or look at? What does this look like?
we already talked about
That
it.
was proven to be a lie. This gentleman lied. That broke yesterday. This was proven to be a lie. But again, drugging somebody and assaulting them is wrong.
Yeah.
Now, again, when I first heard my sister Cardi B, I thought she said she used to get them drunk.
Mm-hmm.
However, if she slipped a Mickey, if there was any sort of drug slipped in somebody without them knowing and they couldn't consent to anything, we can't let her slide. And like I said, I know plenty of girls that are on the pole right now shaking that ass and getting that bag. plenty of them, and they will allow a man to get them drinks, and they'll be like, oh, okay, cool, and put it to the side and let that motherfucker get drunk and go in his wallet and throw his money really like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm having a good time, I got all this money, let me go back to the ATM. And again, he's doing that in his own recognizance. If he brings them home, he'll more than likely pass out. And if they, slip a dollar or two, still you're stealing, but he passed out on his own. So if you put that in somebody's drink, yeah, I can't let that slide.
But see, here's my thing, I'm actually be on the opposite side of this situation. Now that Cardi B actually came out, he came out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, is this just a climate because now a few people are starting to get documentaries and money because they got sexual assaulted. Everybody else is coming out of woodworks now. And you just found out that this guy is completely wrong. So was he trying to cash out on
Probably.
But then you got to look at the other side of the spectrum is, these girls, are they just coming out because... You see what I'm saying?
No. Had this been proven, like if this man had a press conference and had a lawyer and had documentation, I would make sure I shared this young man's name and the hashtag me too, because again, sexual assault and violence happens to men as well. So had this been, like, oh, she did it to me, like I could say Cardi B fucked me too. Like I could say she did that, but again, it's like due process, interviews, press conferences. Like, oh yeah, we got to make sure all this shit lines up. That's why I said, okay, if that happened, let's make sure he's good. And then, oh, it didn't happen. What the fuck? So that's why, again, when people say it, you gotta. True enough, they could say it, and it could be. It's not wasted time to make sure justice.
It makes me think about. You remember Dave Chappelle's comedy special? Like, what would be the conversation if a gay dude got you? He was like,
"What happened?
Hey, caught me slipping. I can't say nothing about it."
What the fuck? Hell no.
He was like, how the balls that you had to get to come out on social media or on TV to say some gay guy got me. Hey,
wait, like sexually assaulted them or just like on a drunk night?
Yeah,
no,
because you don't have no hotline for them. He was like, dudes ain't got no hotline for us. Because it's like, man, I caught me sipping, I gotta walk it off.
You ain't shit. Right, I hope you know that.
Let's go to our next.
What is this? Florida police caught using mugshots for black. We know how the police system was built. True enough, that's disgusting. That's nasty. That's fucked up. I hope he gets fired without pay or any severance. That's fucked up. But we know how the police system was built.
For the police.
But one thing I want to say is, this is gonna sound fucked up, but those were pictures. Thankfully, they weren't real people, but the act that he wants them to be real people is fucked up. So, like, that whole scenario is just disgusting. I can only be glad that it's not those actual black men that are living. Yeah. But we do still see,
it's fucked
black men, unfortunately, getting shot down and gunned by police. In this situation, in context, it's just a picture, but because he was using these pictures of black men as target practice.
And if you realize it too, they're all for the head too.
Yeah, exactly. He can go to hell. He can go to
hell.
hell.
But I do like the fact that a lot of these cops are starting to go in now.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Like, a lot of them start getting prosecuted. They're going to jail and stuff like that for being racist.
Yeah.
I like that now. I like how the climate is changing right now.
Yeah. It needs to.
Yeah.
It needs to.
There's a lot of it too.
I swear to God, I get pulled over. It'd be just for a broken tail light. I cut my engine off and I have my hands fucking hanging out, looking stupid as a motherfucker. Because I'm like, bro, you can't. If all these cars are passing me and my hands are the fuck out here, at least somebody saw that. Be like, oh, he wasn't even shooting you at all.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate that you have to do that. But when I get pulled over, all I got to do is make sure my weed's hidden. You know what I'm saying? That's all, no, I ain't got to know. And that's crazy because I'm pretty sure you had that conversation way before, so you knew how to do that. Like your family had no, my mom was just like, oh, just be nice to people. It was never, oh, Mikey, when the police pull you over, make sure this, make sure that. Like I never had that conversation. Exactly. So that just goes to show like when I was younger, the Disney Channel that just bought Fox that I found out, they used to have Remember the Titans, The Color of Friendship. They used to have very social conversations. I remember an episode of Smart Guy. Yvette and her white friend got a job. Yvette was taught to fold clothes, and the white friend and the white friend was taught to follow black people because black people steal. Those were the kind of conversations. Like once I saw that on TV, my mom would be like, that's not right? It's like, yeah. And then The Color of Friendship. You can be friends with everybody, right? Yeah, what the fuck? You said all I have to do is like make sure they're nice to me. Oh, okay, cool. Just want to make sure. So stuff like that, like shit like that is clearly taught, and then like when you're like engulfed in the system, like the fucking like the police force, like that ain't nothing but a fucking kid in a candy store. So he definitely needs to be exiled, canceled, and sit on a cactus. That's disgusting.
I gotta go here.
What does that mean?
A
This
hidden
hidden
garden in
garden-
Florida
Oh,
that
yeah.
make you feel like you're actually in Japan. I gotta find a spot.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to go.
I've been to Japan.
I want to go.
Bro, there's a place I've been in Japan a couple times, and it's really, really nice and clean.
Well, it costs $1,000 to go to Japan.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
Right here in Florida, we have a spot.
It's like an hour drive, I think, right?
Like,
You know where this is at?
I would want to go.
I tried Googling it. I didn't get really into it, but I guarantee you it's maybe about like an hour or two to drive there, I bet.
Son, I can't.
I would like. I want to go
I
to like
wouldn't
the
even
like.
mind driving.
I guess to like get me up to go to Japan, I would go to this. But I actually want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
I
I
wanna go-
definitely want to go.
Right, I don't want to go to no shit. Oh, feels like you're there. No, motherfucker, I want to be there.
Yo,
That
I would
actually
love
looks
to do a video
interesting.
out here.
That,
Yeah, that'd
yeah,
be cool.
yeah,
That'd
that would
be
actually
cool.
be cool. Yeah, that.
Like it would be
I
like
bet
a
there'd be
good- it'd
beautiful
like
scenes.
a great like especially like pictures and shit.
Yeah.
Take your ass out there and do a skit.
Oh, you
out
do
there.
photography?
No, not me, no. Look at my paper. Wow.
Icy 8 shit. Icy 8
I'll
shit.
wear, bro. I will wear my fucking Jon Snow outfit out there. Bro. Fuck you, mean? Like, I have the whole
The interview's
costume
over.
and everything, bro.
The conversation's over. But that
Let's
does
go.
look fun. That does look
Pretending I'm
fun.
fighting a fucking dragon.
Shocking. We already touched this.
Yeah, we did.
All charges are dropped. That's what
All-
it says.
For now.
Dropped. White girl.
All right,
no,
what the
wait,
fuck?
What is this?
Mike, I had to make sure. That's a dude.
What's a dude?
What's
that's a
a
dude. The girl
What?
is a
White
dude.
girls. Is it really?
Yeah,
Really?
that's a dude.
No.
No, that's a woman.
No, that is a dude. Guaranteed.
Wait.
There's a video
Dude.
out. I didn't get the video, but
Well, how does this person identify? Because we're gonna be respectful. Let's make that very clear.
I am a man.
well,
but
she identifies as herself as a woman. But at the exact same time, when you see her talk, it is
Here.
Yeah, you can hear the man voice out of it. The whole
I know plenty of women that have a voice like a man, but that's dumb. Like nobody, white girls that like black guys. That's dumb. That's ignorant. Like
No, that's the joke.
oh,
Like guys always go for like the big and fat or somebody that looks completely out. They don't never get nobody
there.
like Cindy or Karen.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't like. Oh my gosh.
I mean, at the
That's-
same time, like, dude, like what you like, but at the exact same time, like, let me be respectful. She got on social media, was talking about some y'all motherfuckers that's talking about me. Go ahead, talk about me. I'm getting this fucking paper.
Yeah, period. Get your coin, sis. But like, even with stuff like that, like for you, if you like, do you date outside your race or you're just strictly black love?
I think outside my
Okay, so like, everyone like has a preference. I don't know what yours is. Whether like you prefer a black woman, but you'll date outside your race, or you're just like fuck that. I like
I'll
women.
get a black woman. But here's my thing: I can't do hood black women. I can't. Do
No, I can't do.
Well, I don't.
Oh,
that's
no.
not. That's not my. That's not my
I can't
conversation.
do
That's
that.
not my
I can't do that
conversation.
either.
That's not my
That's too
conversation to
much.
have.
I-
My
That's
thing
too
is like.
much.
On the general conversation, like if you have, like, you like what you like, but to like, oh, I don't want to date a black guy because he's so this, or I don't want to date, painting them with a broad stroke, like you broke down,
Yeah.
like oh, all black women are this, or
Oh,
all
no.
black,
No.
like oh,
I
all
like an
white,
educated
like,
black woman.
all white women, or all black dudes like white girls, like that's what I don't like. But I guess the joke, it's like, oh, like I didn't know the backstory to like all you motherfuckers, da 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 da,
Yeah.
like. So is this like for a joke, or is this like?
No, the tagline's a joke, but that is actually
Well, yeah, clearly those are
real.
real
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah.
Nobody, white girls that like. That's
But it
what I was
also
like-
brings the conversation. Why? And I'm not in that world, but like when guys are guys that think that there are girls or whatever the case may be, why do they go extra miles like for the makeup? I've been wanting to ask that question too. Like when you go to like the drag
show.
drag shows,
Yeah.
why do they go the extra mile? Why don't they, if they feel like a girl, why don't just go for the
Oh.
natural look instead of going completely left field?
Oh no, because you're talking
Because
about.
there's been ones
No, but
that
you-
have been going like the natural look and been fooling the fuck out of me and be like, I'm gonna do it. Alright.
This is my.
But you fooled me though.
This is
you got me.
Icy.
You been
We
punked.
talk about this way too many.
Nigga, you got
talk about
punked.
this a lot. Me and Icy talk about this scenario a lot. So first of all, drag queens and people who are transgender are two totally different things. So when you go to like. When
A
gay
gay
folks,
bar.
a gay
Yeah.
bar, or
Okay.
or
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay,
Getting
my
it.
Yeah, I've
cousins
seen a
come,
bunch
like,
of those. It's
you
really
go
cool.
to a drag club, so those are people who identify as men most of the time, and they do all that extra because that's entertainment. That's a show.
Yeah, it's
They're
a show for
impersonating
you.
somebody. Though people who are trans do drag, a drag queen, that identity,
Okay.
and someone who's trans does not do that. So, and also when it comes to like, being extra and the big hair and the big earring, like that's all entertainment. That's all entertainment. Like
Yeah.
you clearly see them lip syncing.
Yeah.
Like so that's all entertainment. That's just something that we used to
Got
do.
you,
Like that
got
gay
you.
folks had to do that. So because we weren't allowed in clubs and certain stuff like that. So we made our own shit. And
Yeah,
some people
pretty
wanted
much.
to be the Whitney Houston, be Celine Dion. So they would dress up just like that. Now when you're trans, that's something you know from birth. Which you think that's something you feel, but you are very respectful. Though.
Damn,
you
I'm
are respectful.
learning.
You learn. At least you're learning.
Yeah,
I'm
at least you're
learning.
Like
I'm
I'm
still
broke
learning.
thinking they're trying to be-
I'm
Mike.
gay as hell, and I'm still
Yeah.
learning too.
Mike,
Trust me.
Mike,
Yes, sir.
like there was a place I went to, motherfucking Tampa, and I went to a vampire ball. My friend invited me to.
Vampire ball.
Yeah, when everybody dressed up a vampire.
Uh-huh.
So there was a lot of different lifestyle what people were wearing. Especially there was a lot, pretty much a lot of them were drag queens up in there too.
Yeah.
And this person, it was like an all man costume play, and who was gonna win? And it was guys with fucking muscles and their little fucking medieval shit, and then you had this drag queen, bro. He was looking good.
Yeah. See,
Like,
like that's
whoa.
like that's
And
drag
that
because
person-
he'll go
and-
home and take all that off.
Bro, yeah.
He'll untug, take the tape off his dick and all that stuff. He'll untug, take the gown off.
Like
but-
the
but-
outfit, bro. The outfit he was wearing was like, holy shit! Like
Yeah.
he had curves and
No,
everything.
that ain't nothing.
Yo,
but
I know.
That ain't nothing
I
but
know.
couch cushion.
I know.
That's
I
couch
know.
cushion. That's what you call padding. Yep.
Yo,
that's all an illusion.
Yo, we gotta start checking people because it's just like, you got kids?
Pack check.
You got
Pack check. Checking your pec.
Absolutely not. Don't you
Go
dare.
like this at the bar. Say, are you a woman?
No, oh my God, that's sexual assault. That's sexual assault. He admitted it here. If we're gonna pull receipts on Cardi B, he's on video.
Hello.
No, you don't grab anybody's genitals or judge
Oh.
anybody by the genitals that they do
You
have.
want me to touch your little
I don't
toe?
want to watch him.
You know that?
I don't want to watch this.
too late.
Period. Oh
No,
my
too
gosh.
late.
I can't hear.
Let me tell you something. Don't hit me in my motherfucking DM talking about goddamn, is that your man? Of course it's my motherfucking man. If I post him on my page, I post him on my page. Bitch, I'm taking. Anything else you need to know? Cause bitch, I've been waiting for your ass to down.
Period.
And you out in my motherfucking DM. Fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Let me know. Let me know who the fuck is you. Who the fuck is you, sis? Who are you, sis?
What the fuck?
You all up in my grill, bitch. Why the fuck you in my grill? I'm not in your motherfucking grill. Asking you about your motherfucking man, so don't be asking me about my man, bitch. No.
What the fuck did I have? What about that?
I don't know.
Why did you want me to comment on that? Don't fuck with his man. Don't fuck with his man. Why did you want me to watch that? Bitch, you enjoyed that too much.
Yeah, you did. Fucking black people, yo.
When I was getting my notes together last night, I was like, you know what?
I was like, what the fuck? When I saw that, I was like, I know that ain't that dude.
It is.
Like, I don't know,
It
like, I don't
is.
know if he talks like that because of like a speech impediment or because he has so
I
much
think he
teeth.
has a speech
Or I
impediment.
didn't know if it was because he has so much teeth in his mouth. Like that, like I was like, wait, is that a
He had
speech?
like a lot of fucking
Yeah,
teeth, bro.
especially over
he
on
looked
this
like
side.
he looked like that fucking worm from fucking Lord of the Rings that comes out from the ground and go like he's ready to eat your face.
I was like, and he just keeps
he's
like
like a fucking leech, bro. He got like a leech.
and he just keeps coming.
Yeah,
like,
he
he's
just
all
keep
over
on
my
going.
time. He's like all
He's
on
like
my
all
timeline.
up in the fucking camera and shit. Bitch, The fuck wrong with
One
you?
time he was riding a bike or something. He had like
Like,
a
he
wig
was-
on. He was like, period. I was like,
Here
why
we go.
y'all?
Oh my goodness.
God.
But he's
This
doing,
is why I fuck with my motherfucking man, Miss Mikey.
What I do?
He is transparent. He understands.
Why are you hitting the table?
what do you
Nigga,
mean?
why are you hitting the table?
I'm saying
Calm
like
the fuck down.
you don't stay on like because if this is a normal gay guy, he just be completely no. This is right. This is no. You are transparent. You call it like you see it.
What do you mean?
That's
don't
how I
understand.
like it.
I don't understand.
You was talking shit. Like
Oh,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
No,
Like,
nobody was making fun of him.
no.
he
I wasn't
did that.
making
Yeah.
fun
Oh
of him,
yeah.
but
No.
what I'm saying is,
It's just what you were saying about
Oh.
him.
it's how you were saying it. You're transparent.
Oh.
We can be. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I can be straight. You can be gay. But at the same time, we don't understand it. We got fucked up people on our side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got
we do.
fucked up people on your side.
Yeah.
You got fucked up people on the white side.
We
You
got
got fucked up people on the black
the-
side.
People are
Even
just
the
fucked
Asian
up. If you
side,
knock
bro.
this camera over,
Exactly.
this your
Yeah.
shit.
Call it like it. See it.
Yeah.
Call it like you see it.
Like-
Well,
That's
he
all I
clearly
look
did that to be fun. Well, I don't know if.
Yeah, he
If he
been-
was
I-
trying to be
yeah.
funny, I
He's
don't
a
know.
comedian.
Now, if
He's
you
a
were
comedian.
if you were like, oh, this faggot, I was like, okay, well, bitch, now I have to flip all these tables
Yeah,
over. But yeah, no, that's why. Like, no, if he's being funny, like, yeah, he's not being facetious. Now, if he was coming out to his mom and like, there was something on Facebook the other day, and this like asshole was like, oh yeah, no, gays, and I was like, no, like, if he's being funny, fuck that. We're gonna laugh. I'm gonna talk about him because clearly.
Clearly, he got all that
He's
tea.
working.
Clearly he has all
Yeah,
that
I
tea.
have so many people on my page. Be like, oh, you always talk about white people, this and that and third. No, I'll call out about black bullshit when they do some
Or
fucked
the
up
Asian
shit.
people too.
Yeah.
Bro, like
If
my
you
people,
do-
We're so
bro,
diverse
bro,
in
like
this
our people,
conversation.
we call them Benny boys, and
What is that?
it's another term of gay, but
Okay.
they're guys that most like females, especially when you go to the mall. There's like my mom loves them a lot. Like, bro, those people can hook you the fuck up when you're in the Philippines, and you can buy like Louis Vuittons, and you can get it for like a low price.
Oh wow, really?
Like the real shit.
And, you know, a lot of
And then you could see it how they walk in and dress and everything.
and that's really is like in that where
especially-
Asia, Japan, like where
Like in the
where
Philippines,
the
bro.
Philippines, like
Yeah,
it's
we
really
we have a lot of Benny boys,
and it's
especially the
actually
little
really
ones.
it's actually really
Like,
there.
it's-
Like from
yeah.
what I've heard, it's like actually kind of like respected, like. Because they'll let you do that, like, from, like, a young age, from what I've heard and experienced in the stories that I've heard. Because, like, Janet Mock, she's a fierce trans advocate, executive producer of the FX show Pose. Season 2 is coming out very soon. She was in...
Shout out.
She was born in Hawaii. And there, she was able to transition at, like, 16 by taking hormones because it was actually kind of, like, in her house, it wasn't accepted as much, but her parents loved her. So, but in the community-wise, it was pretty accepted.
Yeah.
It was accepted, like, okay, if that's what you're going to do, there's a doctor. There's only one doctor, of course.
Yeah.
But you go to this doctor, you make it happen. So, like, after going through all the turmoil, like, no, there was a really big community. So, like,
Yeah.
is that the same thing in the Philippines? Like,
Yeah.
there's, like,
there's
it's really
like there's
accepted?
actually like a lot of people, especially the little ones. Like I have nephews, like little nephews. They're like, you could totally tell he's gay,
Yeah.
especially how they walk and talk.
You are,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Like they're really cool people.
Like, you know.
and they're funny as fuck.
Like, you
too.
know, like
a lot of them are very funny.
Yeah, like, you know. Like,
And
I don't
you
care
can
what
get
anybody says.
bro. Like if you went,
I
to
would've
the
never been
Philippines
able to
with me,
tell.
guys, you guys will love it there. People there will treat you like royalty over there. In the
Well, let's
Philippines.
make it happen.
Yeah, we can make it happen. I'm going there. I don't know when, but supposedly I'm going to the Philippines for a wedding.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
So, who's getting married? You don't know when the wedding is, but who's getting married? Okay.
My cousin's getting married.
Let me know so I can get my money together.
Yeah, for sure.
I know.
Because
It's
nigga
like-
out here broke.
Because
you
the
know what I'm
last
saying?
time I went there was like about like $4,000, maybe $5,000 to go there, and it's like
Woo,
an
per
18
person?
per person.
That's international,
it's
motherfucker.
international, bro, and
Yeah.
it's an 18-hour flight
18.
plus 2 hours.
Soldier
to get
boy.
there.
18.
18. Bro, I had to get like
no.
5 or
18
6 podcasts together to
Bro.
be able to just listen to this so I can
Yeah.
For real.
have my mind together. But, man, you know what? This is a great episode.
It was.
Absolutely.
Always fucking good with my motherfucking
Oh, yeah,
nigga,
I see.
Miss Mike.
You already know, Icy. I appreciate you. Icy has been
All
there.
fucking day.
Hey, Icy's been there from when I first started doing this shit, so I always had to come through. It's like, okay, well, I'm finna come to your shit. So yeah, thank you for having me. Life, my album is streaming on all platforms that you can download and stream anything on. That's LIEF.
Give us a little
motherfuckers lie.
Give us a little
I'm
something.
tired.
Oh, he's tired.
No, cop the album though. Cop the
Yeah,
album.
cop
No,
the
fuck,
album.
I have a mic. So Hi. Fine. Uh-huh. Oh my God, he crashed the party.
We finna get ready to go.
Yes. Thank you
All right,
so
thank you, bro.
much. Okay, see like right there, that was some white people shit. He didn't knock. He didn't knock. And because we're in Florida, this is a stand your ground law. So had one of us busting his ass, that would have been called for yeah. Because you rent this property, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, white people shit. He didn't even knock. Like.
Yeah.
Anyways, like how
White
like
people
white people
stepping
shit. Like
Yeah, right.
we all were like,
What the?
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
I'm thinking it was like one of our guys.
Yeah,
And was like,
I was
hey, guys. It was like,
yeah,
oh, come on in.
This
No.
motherfucking,
No, it was some
what
white
the
dude.
fuck?
Some-
Again, live streaming everywhere. All
struggle.
platforms, absolutely. LIEF, because motherfuckers lie. I have a show on Sunday. Shout outs to Novocaine, Smoking Words, repping the gang on the EX3 network. I don't know, Icy. What do you want to hear?
Not, you know what? We're gonna
Water
cut it
works
short
for
from
you.
here. This is it. I gotta get
Oh
going
yeah,
to
because
a
you're
meeting.
booked. You're busy. I gotta do this other
yes,
stuff.
yes,
No,
yes.
I appreciate you. Thank you for this. Thank you for the conversation.
Give me your social media handles. You
Michael Lamb on Facebook. Let's talk about it on Facebook at Life with Miss Mike. That's spelled at LIEFWITHMISSMIKEY. And website is for my blogs and merchandise is getyourlifewithmike.com. Getyourlifewithmike.com. Thank
Damn.
you all.
He had to spell that motherfucker because y'all
Yes.
stupid as
No,
fuck.
because
Yes,
I
we
spell
are.
it
We're
wrong. I spell
stupid.
life wrong. I spell
So he-
LIEF.
Let me reiterate. He's stupid as fuck.
I spell it wrong. I don't give a
This
fuck.
is the EX3 podcast, and we are out.
Gang, gang.
Hold on, Jesus. Success.